How are you all today? How everything okay? It's great to see you all here. We're doing Reiki healing. These past episodes were to help you with your daily lives and situation. I also do life coaching mixed with Reiki, and everything has psychic energy. The psychic energy is in the back. Ooh. Yes, let me go. Okay. So, we heal you with Reiki energy. We heal you with psychic energy. And those are the two main points here. There's other things to heal you with, but right now we're just focused on those two things. And it's very powerful energy because Reiki, you heal mentally, physically, emotional, and psychic is the same way too. Psychic energy is an extra energy that comes from me. I share with you. So you can feel the healing. Okay? Great. So how are you today? Everything going all right with you? Great. Are you feeling unsure of things? Are you wondering, you're trying to question in your mind, hey, is this working out right? Or is something going on? Sometimes with unsure, you just don't know what's happening. Okay? But remember, sometimes if you feel something's not right or something not going right, speak your mind. Tell them, no matter who you're with, tell them how you feel. Okay? When you're when you feel unsure with things in life, always talk to them. You have the power and the will. It's you. You're your own form, your own identity. You're that little energy inside, that inner you. It's you. You have a personality. Your time values. You mean something in this world. That's what people need to understand. You matter. You value. You represent yourself. And what you got to bring to the table is yourself. And who are you? You're yourself. That's who you are inside. And sometimes yourself, you get bombarded with negative energy, name calling, put downs, people laughing and giggling, hey, and sarcasm. Sarcasm is tough, and that's negative. Like they want to be devious. There's no need to be devious. Everything should flow. Everything should be comfortable. Everything should be set out. You got boundaries, they got boundaries. You got things going on in your life. That's it. So if you feel unsure with things, you gotta speak up. Sometimes don't like unsureness. If you're unsure about something, speak up. If you're with somebody. If you're on your own, you do whatever you want. The sky's the limit. Oops. Yeah. That's why a lot of people are on their own. They can do whatever they want. But when you bring somebody else in, another life form, another person you have to respect, they need to respect you and you respect them. If you get romantic, then everything should happen naturally. You don't control that either. You gotta let everything flow with being natural. Nobody should control the other. Nobody should control you. You're your own individual. I mean, sure, you can respect their ways and they should respect your ways as well. Everything should work out. Don't get to the point where you have to ask permission to do things. It works, and you're adults, and you can do what you do, but remember there's somebody else in your life. If they're living with you, everything balances out. But nobody controls nobody because you don't want to be controlled. You don't want someone to pull the strings. Then you become unsure. You don't want to be unsure in your life. You just have to make sure that you just have to make sure everything is flowing, everything is going. Okay? But people need to understand it takes a balance. So you're balancing the weights like this. It should be equal. Not like this. See, the scale is off the chart. You can't even see it here. What I'm saying is, it's your life. And you bring somebody else into your life. You got to respect their ideals, and they need to respect your ideals. So everything works together in harmony, you see? But there are times where it doesn't work like that. But don't let somebody control. No one should control you. You should always do the things that makes your life simple and easy. And everybody should live in now. The past lives, keep them in the past. Because that's not you. You don't know about that past life. You only know now with them. This is the life that you two have. Sure, things can trigger in your head and they say something and you'll say, oh, well, listen, this is happened with this person. This is what happened with that person. See, that doesn't matter to you because that's not you and that's not them. So everybody needs to keep that past in the back of their head and move forward with you or them. You understand? And people don't do that. People keep talking about, yeah, that happened, not with them. Sure, you might not could tell a story, but really nobody wants to hear somebody else's past with somebody else, because that's wasn't you. Because, hey, you weren't there, right? So now you're with them. That's why I said when I say living in the now, you mean that's what's happening right now. Yeah, sure, you can remember your family, your friends, whatever happened, but that happened back there. So if they're not around no more, everybody's gone, you move on with the person you're with. So the person you're with, you share a life together, a bond, a connection together. Okay? And there's no one controlling nobody either, and you're doing things spontaneously, within reason. It's better to be surprised than to be controlled. So if you're having self-doubt, well, that's what it is, unsure about things, you need to have a conversation with a significant other. Sit down and talk to them. These are the things that's happening, and you're not comfortable with it. That's why I did uncomfortable, because uncomfortable is you're not ready for certain things, or things are happening and you just don't feel comfortable about it. Okay, so today we're here to get healed for what I just talked about: controlling, unsure about things, you have self-doubt. Yeah, so not self-doubt for confidence. It's just something's happening. People don't realize you can fix your relationships if you sit down and talk about it. It's something that you don't like, and you can head off other issues in the long run. Tackle that stuff now. So, okay. But remember, each party should have respect for everybody. Not, you don't put people down, call them names, tell them to do certain things. In a prerogative way, because that's almost like a verbal abuse. What they're used to, they need to put a break on that, okay? Because if you're not doing it to them, and if you start doing it to them, and they just back and forth, right? It's not gonna work right. It's be out of balance again. You want to balance your life. You gotta balance it. So I'm here to help you with your life, to balance it. Because if your life is not balanced, you're out of whack. And if you're out of whack, nothing's gonna work right. And I gave you a typical situation where things like this could happen. And when these things happen, I could call this unsure, but I should call this unbalanced. Healing from unbalance. You're not balanced. Yeah. So, talk to your significant other. Let them understand. They might just watch the session and understand what happened. Things like that. It doesn't have to be a real scenario. It could be any, but everybody goes through these things. But sometimes you just have to understand. You have to have things balanced in life. Life is balancing. You balance your life. That's it. Balance. Now, Once you remove the negative words and anything that was negative was said, so you can go on with your life. This session, we're healing with life coaching, life things that happen in your life. These are common things that happen. So I'm healing you for these common things, like your life is unbalanced because certain things were said or certain things were mentioned or certain actions. Sometimes you're so wrapped up in your world, things go over your head. But then you realize something was said and should have been said. And you should have nipped it in the bucket right there. And tell people that don't cross the boundaries. You don't want certain things said. You know? Yeah, because you don't live like that. You live in harmony and peace and quiet. Not confusion. Hey, we all get excited. And when you get excited, you're happy. You're excited. So all negative energy, all words that were said, positive, living positive, into right now to yourself. So you can feel good. Okay? Brushing off any negative off of you. Yeah, you want to brush it off. Use your hands, whatever it is you want to do. You want to brush off those negative words or influence. You don't want no attachments on you that's negative. You want that off of you. Okay? That's what you come to the Reiki Master for, like me. You come to me for healing. Whether it's physical, emotional, mentally, or physically. It's physical, emotional, mentally, and spiritually. Spiritually would be more for you lost, someone passed away. You want to know if you can reach out to that person. Yes, you can. If they're around. But like I said, do it in a proper way. Okay? Anyway, thank you. Thank you for sticking around this far. Okay?